everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Bears are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Niners, who will need to be sharp on offense.
Thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They go play action here on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Play action now. Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw now without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Prescott off play action. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing. Prescott. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tony Jefferson make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at about the 14. And, oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, Prescott again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Prescott from the gun on third. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Coleman fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And take it right on the 30. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
1st and 15 here behind the chains. On play action, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Fights loose. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Off the play fake, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Garoppolo. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green, 39!
This is Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
They They will run again with Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Bears are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The 49ers won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So let's take a look at some of those. And he ends up at the 49-yard line before he stopped on the play. Bears with the ball midway through the second. The pass ends up being picked off. 49ers will come away with the football. Now it's 1st and 10. Prescott's under pressure and throws the pick. Alexander's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Coleman, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Swayze Waters now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, try to give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. This is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punt...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Eight yards to go here on second down. Play action now. Prescott steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Bears on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Prescott to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A second down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right around the 31. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And back 5.
Still third down.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott off play action. Flushed out right. And some space here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A give to Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. The play clock's running down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Play clock winding down. Prescott on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Muscles him off. This offense on 3rd down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Coleman now. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he steps away, finding some room at midfield, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a handoff to Henry. Burst by him near the 35. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, it stays up. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll give Henry another shot. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. And the Bills have wound up winning that football game. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you? Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way down to the 42. 41 yards. And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go. 10 yards still left on second down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Garoppolo again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on